What is up, YouTube? Welcome back to my channel. It's your boy datGuy, Bride, still fly and amen high. And today in this video, we got another Macdonald song called Fake Woke. Oh, it sounds like something that appeals to me. Yeah. So let's see what Macdonald has to say about fake wokeness. People who think they're woke, people who are pretenders, all those virtue singlers out there. Let's see what they have to say. Yes, let's go. Let's get right smack into it, yeah? Wow, that was a pretty fast intro. It was like one of my fastest intros. Now I've prolonged the intro because now I'm remarking on the fact that I just went right smack into it. So that was pretty fast. I mean, it would have been pretty fast if I hadn't continued talking, but now it's pretty average now. It's pretty much average intro time. let's just go. Let's go. Fake woke. All right, Tom. Let's see what you got to say about your fake wokeness. Let's see what you got to say about the fake wokeness that's happening inside our society in these modern times. Yeah. Hold on, my mic check. Here we go. Fake woke. He's gonna go into it. Knowing Tom, he's gonna start rapping the second I press play.
I think it's crazy.
See? You see what I did? I fucking know you, Tom. I know you, Tom. Hold on, let me rewind that because I didn't hear what you said.
I think it's crazy I'm the one who they labeled as controversial, and Cardi B is the role model for 12-year-old girls. Wait,
she's a role model for 12-year-old girls? Is she? That's odd. It's a little odd. A little whap. Whew. That's not a good role model. Oh! But then again, I don't think any rapper, well, most rappers or most celebrities are not very good role models. I think the only good role model, I would have to say Keanu. Keanu Reeves is probably the only celebrity that I think is a pretty good role model, simply because he doesn't try. He just is. You know what I mean? Like his kindness, just his demeanor, how he sees the world, and he just is. He's a good role model. I totally think so. Everybody else, I think they're pretending for publicity and everything else, but just Keanu seems to be the only one out there that seems to be real. Anyway.
There's rappers pushing Xanax at the top of the billboard, but if I mention race in a song, I'm scared I'll get killed for it. It's
really? You're gonna get killed for it, bro? Really? Huh?
Backwards, it's getting exponentially dumb. It's more difficult to get a job than purchase a gun.
Is it? I don't know. I've had a job for like 13 years straight, so same job. Well, almost the same job, but same industry, whatever. So is it really that hard to get a job these days? Because I would imagine it'd be a lot easier to get a job. I don't know, man. I'm like, you're asking somebody if it's from a completely different country, so where it's just a predominantly very poor country. So when I compare the two, I say there's just so much opportunity to make money in America. So when somebody says they can't get a job, I think, oh my god. God damn it. I'm still sick, y'all. I'm still a little sick. It's like to my nose, man. It's all up on my nose. Now what was I saying? I don't know. I don't know if I agree with the whole it's hard to get a job these days. Maybe it's hard to get a level entry job, I suppose. But for the most part, there's just so many ways to get there's just so many opportunities, Yeah, let's continue.
Em used to gay bash and murder his mom, and now he doesn't want fans if they voted for Trump. We're ashamed to be American. You should probably love it, because you have the right to hate it and not get stoned to death in public.
Yeah. I agree with that as well. It's so odd that people like again as an immigrant from a supposedly third world country, I think America fucking rocks. Like number one, like hands down, totally think it's awesome. Yes, we have our flaws and everything, but compared to what's outside these borders, fucking yeah, I think there's a lot of great stuff here in America. I will wave that flag on a daily basis, baby. 24/7. I love America. America has made a lot of great progress in the last 100 or so years. So I don't really got nothing to complain about. I really don't. I don't see anything to complain about for the most part. But then again, I've seen struggle. I know what struggling looks like. I've family had the shit in a hole in the ground, use water as toilet paper, and piss in a can in the middle of the night because we had no power. So I know what poverty, living under a roof with leaves for a roof, and if you wanted to take a shower, you had to go down to the local well, and in the middle of the night, you bring your bucket, your pail, and your shampoo and stuff to shower. I mean, so as far as I just want my stance on America. I love America, and I know there's a lot of people who are born within these country, within these walls, who just absolutely despise it and wake up, and they just, for some reason, have a lot of guilt for being an American. I will never have that guilt ever. This country has to go a long, has to decline a long way before I ever go, yeah, being American sucks. But nah, man. I love America because it has brought me a life that I could never hope to achieve in the Philippines ever. So I will always love America. Just let y'all know.
As children, we were taught how to walk and talk, but the system wants adults to sit down and shut up. Cancel culture runs the world now, the planet went crazy. Label everything we say as homophobic or racist. If you're white, then you're privileged, guilty by association.
But here's the thing: when it says like label everything white or racist, I think it's more of the simple fact that it's money. I think the root of all evil is money, and then it all boils down to that. People click on links, or there's more views when it has something to do with racist, or there's something negative in it. If it's homophobic, people are more likely to click on it and to watch it. Therefore, there's more revenue in making these clickbait titles, because that's what people want. That's what they want to consume. That's what that triggers them emotionally, and then it spreads and goes viral. It has more to do with the human nature, what really sets them off, and what they want to seek out, and money. It really is, and it's just. And of course, there's like a lot of other factors involved. That's what's happened, especially with media, because it's all about ratings and trying to make sure you watch and everything. Now that Trump is out of office, CNN, NBC, and all of them, the ratings are in decline, and they're just desperate to try to get those ratings back. And so there's just going to be more like clickbait articles, race baiting articles, and all that jazz. So yeah, of course they're going to do whatever it takes to get that money back, because that's what gets attention. And the game is all, and when it comes to social media, when it comes to the internet, the game is about attention. How do we get people's attention? If race baiting or calling something racist is going to get people's attention, then that's what we're going to do in our headlines, because we need money. We need to pay the janitor. We need to pay Roy down there in communications. We need to pay my assistant. I need a bonus for Christmas. So yeah, that's what we're gonna fucking do. So I think most of it has to do with money. I don't know if there's like some sort of agenda involved, possibly. I mean, probably it is. I mean, I think it's a little bit of a lot of factors that's created this mess that we are in. But yeah, let's continue.
Association, all our childhood heroes got me too'd or they're rapists. They never free.
All their child. Well, I mean, I don't know. There's some things that let's not deny the fact that when it comes to celebrities, they get away with a lot of weird, creepy things. Now, I've done, like this whole acting thing, and I've met some people in the film industry, and I ain't gonna lie to you, some of these directors are extremely creepy, and when it comes to their actresses, it's so bizarre. Like in that kind of setting, you would think you would be more professional and not try to hit on your coworker, but there's some people who have tried this. I've seen this in my eyes, and it's just the way they act. They don't have the social skills they don't have the charm, and they're not really good looking, so they don't really have a lot of factors going with them when they're trying to hit on their actors. The only thing that they got is the power, the position that they're in, and the fact that they and the status. The status that they're in, to get women. So, and they tend to do a lot of things because they never develop the social skills to how to appropriately engage and communicate and hit on women. So it does come off extremely creepy a lot of times. Now, of course, you have to look at these cases by case, but Some of these Me Too's are very well deserved, but there's a lot of them out there that's kind of a little iffy. But at the end of the day, I'm for public opinion. I'm all for court of law. So I want to see the facts. I want to see the facts come out in court, see what they have to say about it. The problem is that a lot of people, they read these stories and they immediately condemn the person, and they, fire them, cancel them, do whatever it is, instead of waiting until it goes to court. And just like, for example, like the whole Johnny Depp situation, turns out Amber Heard was the psychopath, and then but still Johnny Depp is the one that suffers, but Amber Heard still keeps all her jobs, and she never gets fired. She doesn't get canceled, but Johnny Depp loses everything, despite the fact that he was the one that was being abused. So yeah, these things. So I think there are some cases where it's very, very true with the Me Too, but there's been a lot of cases where it's just like, I don't know, man. So again, I think we have to look at due process and see what they have to say in court. And before we start firing and canceling people, I really think the facts and the truth needs to come out in the court of law before people lose their freaking minds. And yeah, let's continue. But then again, I'm all for being level-headed. People, which is rare. People tend to go to one extreme or another without even pausing and waiting. People are just very reactionary.
Freed the slaves. They realized that they don't need to change. They gave us tiny screens. We think we free cause slaves. They realized they never freed the slaves. Association. All our childhood heroes got Me Too'd or they're rapists. They never freed the slaves. They realized that they don't need to change. They gave us tiny screens. We think we free cause we can't see the cage.
That's a pretty good one. That's a pretty good one. I agree and I disagree with this statement for most part. I think we're all slaves to something. I think a lot of people are slaves to the wage, to their jobs, or they don't have the bravery, and they're just very scared of trying to leave the job to pursue things that make their lives more fulfilling. And I think that's one of the most. And people are slaves to trends. I think a lot of people are slaves to trends, to the news. Slaves to people telling them information, whether it's true or false or not, and they just consume it. I think that as well. I think there's just our consciousness has. I think on a conscious level, I think we have seen a decline for sure. But as far as freedom, I think we are freer than ever. But I think America is one of the most freest countries. It has a lot more freedoms here in America than any other country. The problem is that people are going around with pitchforks and just in mobs and just canceling everybody or attacking anyone that disagrees with them, which I find to be more of a kind of like a religious movement. It just screams to me like a bit of a religious kind of thing. That's what they did in the past previously. I mean, it's so odd to me that no matter how advanced we become, human nature never changes. Like, we still go in mobs, we still try to attack other people before the facts come out. It's just very tribal, get in groups, and just very reactionary, group thinking, all that. It's just it never changes, man. It just continues to happen. And you would think that people would be more individualist and think for themselves, but they don't. There's just a lot of dumb people out there, man. I don't know how we got here. Sorry, I'm doing a lot of talking in this video. We're only like a minute in. My bad. I apologize. We should focus on the song. Hold on.
They knew that race war would be the game they need to play. For people to big teams, they use the media to feed the flame.
Is there a conspiracy, though? Is there a conspiracy, or is this more... Maybe. Is there a conspiracy? I don't know. I just think a lot of people who think alike have gotten together, have shook hands, and ate at the same table to the point where they are able to work and cooperate with one another. I don't know if it's just some sort of like grand nefarious plan. I just think it's just people who tend to think alike doing exactly the same thing. I know yeah. Let's see. Let's continue.
They so fake woke. Facts don't care about feelings. They know they won't tell me what to believe in. They so fake woke. Same old, same songs. They so fake woke. Facts don't care about your feelings.
I agree with this. I agree with that statement. Facts don't care about your feelings. That people are. Oh, I'm still sick, man. Damn. People still yeah, people are very emotional. Yeah, as a person who's not very emotional, seems odd to me when people do react on a feeling. Because I hear that a lot when I have conversations with people. I feel like, and it's kind of like irritates me because you feel like, or do you think like? There's some serious difference in between how you feel and how you think. It really is, but some people kind of mix the two together, and I get more emotional. People tend to do that. But anyway, let's get
crazy how these people screaming facts, but they fake woke. Hate their neighbor cause he wears a mask or he stays home. Has a daughter, but his favorite artist said he slays hoes. Picks her up from school, music slaps on the way home. Censorship's an issue cause they choose what they erase. There's the difference between hate speech and speech that you hate.
Oh, that's a fact. Okay, good job, Tom. That's a good line. I like that. Oh, I like that. I like that a lot. I really do.
I think Black Lives Matter was the stupidest name when the system's screwing everyone exactly the same.
Black Lives Matter is the stupidest name. Goddamn. If anything's going to trigger somebody, that's going to trigger quite a bit of people for that. Black Lives Matter is the stupidest name. Holy shit, Tom. What'd you do? He's canceled, y'all. Oh, it's been a good ride, Tom. It's been a good ride, but rest in peace, sir.
I just want to spend Thanksgiving Day with food and my family without being accused of celebrating native casualties. We got so divided, it's black and white and political. Republicans are...
Hey, what about Asians, dude? Why come the Asians are never mentioned ever? I swear to God, we don't exist. It's so annoying. It's always white and black. Where's the Asian, though? Because it changes everything, isn't it? Now there's multiple teams, okay? Now there's a third team on the court. There's too many players. Hold up! Time out! Red flag! Yellow flag! Whatever. I don't know how these sports things work. Changes everything, right?
Bigots, libtards, if you're liberal. There's riots in our streets and it's just getting worse. Y'all screaming deep on the police. Y'all are genius for sure. They're underfunded already. They're way too busy to work. Order food and call the cops. See what reaches you first.
Ooh, I'd say that's a good. I know there was a shooting in my neighborhood recently. Well, not recently, like 7-8 months ago, and the cops didn't come to my place for like 40 minutes. It took them 40 minutes to get to my neighborhood to check the things out. So that took a while. It really did. So, I mean, he's saying a lot of facts in this song, though. Come on, Tom! You're bringing the heat! You're bringing the truth! How long are you gonna last, man? Hold up, let's look at your subscribers. 1.76, are you serious? That's all you got? Dude, I swear to God, when I started reacting to your videos, 1.74, I thought it would be higher by now, but it's only got up by 200,000? That is it? Dude, this whole shadow ban thing really fucked him up, right? Because he should have had more growth in this. But then again, he does have more than Ash Nico, so there's that. But he does have more songs than Ash Nico, and she has 1.47. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to compare artists here. Oh, look, nipples. Sorry. Kind of pokes out. Kind of hard not to see there. Let's continue.
Segregation ended, that's a lie in itself. That was a strategy to make us think they were trying to help. They knew that racism was hot if they designed it to sell. We buy up every single box and divide us ourselves. They so fake woke.
I ain't gonna lie, this is probably one of those Tom Macdonald songs where I don't like the hook, but if I listen it to more, I love the hook. So that's just Tom. That's just his music. I either love his hook at first, the first time I hear it, or I don't like it, but then I eventually like it. So I think it's one of those hooks where I don't like it at first, but eventually, the more I listen to the song, the more I'm gonna love it. So.
Don't care about feelings, they know they won't tell me what peace and wonder why it isn't working. That's like sleeping with a football team to try and be a virgin. Politicians are for sale and someone always makes the purchase, but you and I cannot afford it. Our democracy is worthless. If a man has mental illness, call him crazy, say it silently. When country's going crazy, we accept it as society. Get sick and take a pill. When the side effects get you high, you get addicted like these rappers dying fighting with sobriety. Censoring the facts turns our children into idiots. They claim it's for our safety. I'll tell you what it really is. Removing information that empowers all the citizens. The truth doesn't damage points of view that are legitimate. They're trying to change.
I think you should give everybody all the facts, all the information from every single side so people can think for themselves. But the problem is that we have some serious big tech censorship that's going on where they're completely removing it off the table and they're presenting you as this and this is the only truth. And that's a huge problem. That is a huge problem. And if nobody else thinks that's not a problem because you agree with it already, and you don't want to see any other disagreeing views, then I hate to break it to you, you're probably dumb. I really do. I really think you're dumb if you are incapable of taking information and then using it out in the world is sign of low intelligence. It's one thing when you consume information and learn it every word and everything and then regurgitate what you read, but the sign of intelligence is if you can learn, process, and be consume information and be able to analyze and remove all the bullshit and then use it out in the world is the sign of intelligence. But there's a lot of people out there who are not dare say not smart enough to do that. They just read and puppet what they hear and say, and that's from both sides. That's from every side, But that's why I think it's important to get all the information presented to you up front first, and then make your decision and think for yourselves. But nobody thinks for themselves. Well, a lot of people don't think for themselves anymore.
Amen to amen and women. How'd we let them make praying a microaggression? Instead of asking God for the strength to keep winning, we cheat to get ahead and then we ask him for forgiveness. Feminism used to be the most righteous of fights, but these days it feels like they secretly hate guys. I don't trust anyone who bleeds for a week and don't die. I'm just kidding, but everything else that I said is right.
That's an old joke, though. That's an old joke, the whole bleed anything.
They so fake woke. Facts don't care about feelings. They know they won't tell me what to believe in. They so fake woke. Same old safe zones. They so fake woke.
Facts don't care about feelings. Oh yeah, I gotta listen to her song, Nova Rockefeller. There, I gotta listen to her song that she dropped. I'm gonna do that next. But yeah, I did a lot of talking in this video. Let me see how much talking I did. This video is 23 minutes long. My God, Jesus Christ, I did a lot of talking in this video. Yeah, let me know what your thoughts. Let me know what you thought about this song. Do you agree? Do you disagree? Do you think I'm an idiot? Do you think I'm a dumb person? Or do you think I'm an Albert Einstein? Just let me know what your thoughts in the comment section below. And of course, like, subscribe, do what you gotta do out there. Any support, any and all support is very much appreciated. Of course, I got a lot of videos coming out. I got some couple songs that I made myself that I'm dropping soon. So when I get 1,000 subscribers, I'm gonna drop it, and then I got some other songs that I'll drop at, depending on the more subscribers I get. So with that said, I hope you all have a good week. Hope you had a great Valentine's Day. Hope you have a good holiday weekend. And until next time, everybody, cheers.